And so, but it was all basically Wally. It was all conceptual. And then, one thing I'm going to change actually this year is because when we practiced it, we practiced block practice, and then we would have them play games. So we block practice, we would run through the options. So when I had like 12 different options. I had, whether it was a high build or a low build or a low attack, whatever it was. And I think that there's some benefit from having those options, but I always had the same guy being on the half wall, and I had the same guy being the net front. And, as the experience with my girls and having everybody play every position, I was like, well, why do I always have the same guy there? We're getting guys called up left and right. We're having to switch our power play literally daily. So why is that guy designated as only the half wall guy, right? And so, I think that that to me, if I look from year 1 to year 5, what the biggest difference is, just give them the concepts and give them the structure to work, the quote unquote structure to work within. They know if I'm coming up in the on entry, that I know somebody's going to that lane behind the net. I know that. I know somebody is driving through the other side, so then it rolls into our entry. So then if it needs to be a chip behind and then it's rimmed around, like you have the structure of the areas that you're going to, so you have spacing. So you have spacing and you have speed off the attack. The other thing was, the big difference was we scored off the rush a lot. And we had 50 goals. I think 15 of them were literally off the rush. And the reason for that is because everybody wants to go back and like set up and make sure we got everything set and everybody's in position, as opposed to going like, okay, because, on the PK, everybody wants to throw up ice pressure to disrupt. So, hey, if they're going to send somebody up ice, then we got to make them pay. We got to make them pay every single time they send somebody up ice. And so to have that awareness, we've got one extra player on the ice. So draw him in and force that guy to come, and then now, put it up, and then you can attack off the rush, and then our concepts come into play. And we're and again, there's some tweaking, because if you just tell them we're scoring off the rush every time, then they'll take shots from a bad angle, and I'm like, no, you've got to read, right? You're outside the dots. I can't just throw a puck on the net from the side and expect for us to get it, because we all got to go back and get it again. There has to be an understanding of what's going on in the play, like have an awareness of, hey, is this a chance, or is this the opportunity to be able to maintain possession? So